Hey everyone, before we get started with today's video, if you forgot to use a referral code when you signed up for Uber to get your bonus or guarantee of up to $1,000, then here's how to apply my referral code so you can still get some extra money. Here's the steps. So 1, open the Uber app. Next, click your photo or the 3 lines at the top corner. Click earnings. Click help or question mark. Click account and payment. Then referrals. And this step is really important. Click invited driver, report my missing or incorrect driver referral. And then click send a message. And for the invite code, use G4QA5UE. Friend's name, yours truly, Gregory Wave. GREGORYWAVE, like wave. The phone number is 815-847-0184. And the email is gregwave@yahoo.com. And for the details, you can just say something like, my good friend Gregory referred me to drive for Uber. What's up, everybody? My name is Greg Wave. Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. I want to say thank you to Dylan for having me back. Apparently I wasn't god-awful, so I'm going to give you guys some more stuff today. As usual, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. If you enjoy the content, be real about it. If you're getting stuff out of this video, help us out. You know, it does go a long way. So what I've got for you guys today is 10 mistakes that a lot of newbie rideshare drivers are making, as well as, sometimes veteran drivers that have just never, realized that they could be doing better in an area. So I am coming to you live from a random apartment complex parking lot, which brings me to my first point. When you are driving, do not drive around aimlessly. The reason is waste of gas. This also applies to surge chasing. Lyft doesn't really do prime time anymore, but don't chase surge. Don't chase rides. Stay right where you are. You will get a ride, especially if you're in a decently big city. It's not going to take more than 10 minutes. And in the long run, the gas cost, it's actually going to balance out your day a little bit better. Number 2 is a big mistake is not taking breaks. And I want to clarify what I mean by this is taking breaks could be as simple as just going to the airport lot and just waiting for a ride. Like here in Phoenix where I drive, sometimes there's like 50, 60 cars in line, and that could take 20 to 45 minutes. So rather than like having to go home and clock out, just go to the airport queue, chill out, relax, get out of your car, stretch, use the bathroom, do something, but capitalize on that rest time, Number 3, and I stressed on this before in the last video, being a full-time driver, there's so many reasons that I really just don't recommend it. The main reason is the long-term effects of being a full-time driver on your car are bad. If you're full-time driving, you're going to put close to 100,000 miles on your car in 1 year. In 2 years, you're close to 200,000. If you're financing your car, that's just bad. That's not good. Then you've got to get gap insurance. Then you got to do a lot of things. You might need repairs on your car. It's just tough. Avoid the full-time driving, guys. Number 4, a big mistake, I believe, is giving cash rides. I'm going to preface this by saying I've given a lot of cash rides, and a lot of times they've worked out for me. The last time I tried to do a cash ride, the guy bolted after I got there. So it was a waste of time, gas, and money for me. But the main reason don't do it is it's sketchy. It's very sketchy. You don't know who that person is. There's no reason they can't use the Lyft and Uber app. So just don't trust that. I feel like eventually it's going to bite you in the butt. Number 5 is kind of like the full-time thing, but making this a side hustle. And have a career you're pursuing, have something you're going after, and the other reason why this is important is Lyft and Uber, they're going to be going full automation in probably the next 5 to 10 years. There is no long-term future in this. So making this your side gig that you can use right now is the way to go. And if you are pursuing a career, like for me, like I work in sales and I do acting. So like, it's really great. Like I follow up with leads while I'm waiting in the car. I memorize my lines while I'm waiting in the car. I told you guys about that last video. And that's what's so good about this being a side hustle, is you can make money and get stuff done, but you're not relying on it. You know, I really think that's important. Number 6, a big mistake is just kind of aimlessly scrolling through social media. And I touched on this a lot already, so I'm going to be quick. Capitalize on your downtime. Okay, you can get a lot done. Capitalize on your downtime. Don't just be scrolling through Instagram. It's just a waste of time. There's no other way to put it. It's a waste of time. Let's see. Number 7 is the airport rules. This is a big one. Following the airport rules and thinking you can just kind of like not follow them is a big mistake. And again, coming from personal experience, I used to call people and tell them that I would pick them up at the departures instead of arrivals. If the arrivals was like really backed up in the airport, and then I would zip right up there and pick them up until a cop told me that if I did it again, I'd get a ticket. You are going to get a ticket. People are following instructions on their apps on where to go. It's just not a good idea, and eventually it could hurt you. Number 8 is a big mistake, is just being like a social idiot in the car or not engaging. You know, be really bubbly, be really personable. And the biggest reason why that's a mistake is that's the easiest way to get tips. People aren't going to tip you. I've had times where I was driving around Lyft and Uber and my car was dirtier than hell, but I was so engaging and personable that people were still tipping me. And some people were still rating me and saying clean car, even though like, it's not like I had trash and crap laying around, but like, you could tell I hadn't vacuumed in a while, bird poop all over the car, and they're still giving me good ratings. Personality and being really engaging is going to go really far doing this, guys. Number 9 is a big mistake is speeding, and just kind of all the rules of the road in general. This is kind of a tricky one because the longer you drive Uber and Lyft, the easier it is to just kind of zone out and space out when you're driving and like not realize you're going 20 over the limit. So just be really careful with that, guys. Follow the rules. You know, you're on the road this much, your odds of getting in a car accident or getting a ticket are just way higher than anyone else, just because of how often you're out there. So be really careful, you know, follow the rules of the road. Number 10 is regular maintenance. I feel like a lot of people with their own car, you know, they'll kind of put off oil changes and stuff. This you just can't do. You have to be on top of your oil changes every 5,000 miles. I would be doing max life conventional oil changes if you're like 75,000 or higher. So yeah, that is my 10 tips, or well, 10 mistakes, guys. I hope you learned something from this. Best of luck driving, guys. Go crush it. I will be talking to you guys soon.